Hello guys, today we are going to see about Flume. So basically, what is a Flume? Flume is a tool which used for streaming data from web servers, other external servers, and store the data into our centralized store. Like we have hdfs. So we are going to perform the same today. So here I have Flume in here. So everything in the Flume depends on the config file. So this is a config file. We have named our agent as agent 1. These are agents which have sources, channel, and sync. So you have to name everyone and you have to do this configuration part. So here we are using source as exec. So and we have one command. Let me show you. So in here we have this input file. This just random data I have pasted. So we have to transfer this file, this whole data to our hdfs with using Flume. So we have pasted the path and we are using cat command. When we use cat command, it prints it into the console. So that's what we want. So it streams the console output to the hdfs. So by using cat, it prints the output into console and that output is going to streamed to the hdfs. So let me show you my hdfs. So let me just clear this, clear, and my do. So as you can see, there are a few folders. So now we are going to do this configuration. By using this configuration, I'm just here output path is my hdfs path, and this is my path where I'm going to store the output. It will create a Flume one called folder, and we are going to get output inside it. So now we are going to start. So this is a config file we have kept in config folder here, flume.config, and we have to do one command. Let me show you. This is a document page. I have documented all the steps in here, so you can get this. So this is the config file and this is the command. Copy. You have to be in this folder, open in terminal, and then paste. Here what we are doing, the command is basically in bin folder flume ng. This is our Flume which executes the command, and we are configuring agent. This is a config folder, and this is just a config path, and this is the name of our config file. Okay, flume.config. So if you have one more job, then you name it differently and paste the same name here. And our agent name, we set it to agent 1. As you can see, this is your agent name. You have to mention it here, and this is the command what we have to do. And so if I hit enter here, uh, as you can see, Flume has started. And let me show you my Hadoop now. So ls, as you can see, one folder got created. So we will just go inside that folder, Flume01, and here we got one file. So let me just show you easy quickly. In the browser, you can see it properly inside this Flume01 folder. This is the data which I kept in that txt file, got streamed to the hdfs. So this was a streaming a data from text file to Flume to hdfs using Flume. So one more thing we can do, I'll show you. We can do a Python file. So as you can see, this is my Python file. Just print hello world. Let me open it with VS Code. As you can see here, I have just mentioned print hello world. If I hit run, in this file you can see, okay, cancel. Okay, what happened? Okay, just a minute. So let's open it again. Visual Studio Code. Using Visual Studio Code. So run and debug using Python file. So we got our output on console. So remember the word console. We got our output on console. So if we give this path to our, let me show you, config file, it will run it and give us the output. Let me show you. So this one, test file, test python, test.python. So if we have a command like python 3 and test.py, if we hit enter, we get output on console as hello world. So let me demonstrate you using the Flume. So in config I have created one more python.config. So these two files, let me show you, flume.config and python.config. These two files are exactly same. I have just changed this command. Okay, this command in python.file I am using python 3 and that file's path. And in Flume, as I told you, I am using cat and the txt file. So this config, and we will run the command, and the command I have mentioned here. So just command is the same. Let me show you. The command is same, nothing changes here. Okay, not this terminal, we are using this terminal. Okay, so this process is infinitely running. You have to stop it by using Control C. It got stopped. So this was our command. So we will just change the config file name. We used a flume.conf. So now we have python.conf and we hit enter and we got some error. Let me just check the command again. Yeah, just yeah, python.conf. So now it is running, and let me show you the output on browser. If we refresh this page, go enter this, and you can see one more file got created, and you can see the content is hello world. So by the same method you can do one more thing, is you can stream the live stock data, stock prices, as let me show you. So Visual Studio Code. So Alpha Vantage is a site, alphavantage.co. Here you can get your own API key, get your free API key. You just fill up this form and you will get your API. You have to use that API in the URL. I will show you in documentation part. So we come here today. So just this is the code you have to use. Okay, if you enter this code, let me just show you quickly. Control C, Control V, and if you run this code, let me run it. Run and debug. It's Python 5. It just pasted all the stock details of a particular. In the URL we have mentioned IBM, so this is the IBM stock details. So it pasted all the things in console. Mark my words, in console. So same thing we are going to do here. So we have this much, and we are just going to change the path again. Let me show you. This is stockprice.config. So in here, as you can see, the path, we are using the same, everything same, just python 3 and the path to that python file stockprice.py, where we have pasted this whole data. So now I will show you by running it. So just cancel this one and just delete this. Yeah, you have to just change the name of the file. So stock price dot py. Sorry, not dot py. Stock price dot conf. This was our config file. You hit enter. Okay, okay. So yeah, enter. Yeah, it's running fine. You go to a browser, hdfs browser. New file got created. You open this one. Here you can see all the data, that stock price data in here. So guys, that's all for today. This was a streaming data using Flume. It's pretty easy. You have to just remember this command. And one more thing, guys, this command is very useful. This command and this config file is very important in the Flume. You have to configure the agent, configure the sources, channels, sinks. You must know everything about them and which one to use and which one to use in which conditions. You have to just work out on all these things. So we used source as exe c execute. So we are executing this command and getting the output from the console. So this was the whole thing, and there are so many sources like Avro, Netcat, so many things. We'll see them later. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Good day. Thank you.